Let's see teaching strategies and approaches for young language learners. Discovery learning. Students find the rules on their own, find the answers on their own. Okay, you show them word, play, played, jump, jumped, wash, washed, and ask, what do you notice? Students discover the rule themselves. Play-based learning. Children learn through games and fun activities. For example, you play games like Guess the Animal, Animal Charades, Animal Bingo, find the pictures while learning vocabulary. Language immersion. Students hear and use English as much as possible. Sit down. Open your books. Good job. Let's listen. Stand up. Teacher gives instructions in English instead of translating. Children understand naturally over time. Constructivism. Children build knowledge using what they already know. For example, before teaching weather, ask how was the weather yesterday? Students connect new vocabulary with real life. Instructivism. Simple. The teacher explains clearly, then students practice. Teacher explains the present continuous tense, and then students do exercises. The affective filter. Children learn less when stressed or scared. When relaxed and happy, learning becomes easier. If the teacher laughs at mistakes, students stop speaking. If the teacher encourages kindly, students feel safe and speak more. Learning plateau. Sometimes students stop improving for a while. It feels like learning has frozen. For example, a child learns quickly for 6 months, then shows little improvement for the next 2 months. And this is totally normal. What teachers should do? Change activities, introduce new challenges, encourage patience, give more speaking opportunities. Fossilization. A learner keeps making the same mistake for a long time because it becomes a habit. Students always say, he go to school. For example, a student always says, he go to school. The mistake has become fossilized. So what teachers should do? Correct gently, give repeated practice, model the correct sentence often. Explicit teaching. The teacher explains the rule directly. Students know exactly what they are learning. Teacher says, today we are learning adjectives, then explains that adjectives describe nouns. Happy, big, red, beautiful, and students practice afterward. Best for? Explicit teaching is best for grammar, writing skills, and exam preparation. Implicit teaching. Students learn without the teacher explaining the rule directly. I have a pencil. I have a book. I have a bag. Teacher keeps saying, I have a pencil. I have a book. I have a bag. Children naturally learns the pattern. I have without a grammar lesson. And implicit teaching is best for speaking, listening, early learners, and vocabulary. Scaffolding. The teacher gives support at first, then slowly removes it as students become independent. For example, first teacher writes a paragraph, teacher writes the first sentence, students finish it, students write alone. So this is best for training think about training wheels on a bicycle. You help initially and then the person use the bicycle, drives it on his or her own. Differentiated instruction. Different students learn in different ways and at different speeds, so the teacher adjusts instructions to meet their needs. One student writes full sentences, another matches pictures with words, another speaks the answers. Everyone is learning the same topic but at an appropriate level, and it is important for a teacher to know it, to be mindful of it. Communicative language teaching (CLT). The goal is to use English for real communication, not just to memorize rules. Instead of filling in grammar worksheets, students ask each other questions like, "What's your favorite food? Where do you live? What did you do yesterday?" And that's how they learn. That's how they become very fluent in language speaking skills. Task-based learning (TBL). Students learn English by completing meaningful tasks. Students plan a birthday party, they discuss food, guests, games, and budget, and they use English while doing the tasks. Cooperative learning. Students work together to help each other learn. Groups solve a puzzle, pairs read a dialogue, teams create a poster, everyone contributes. This is sort of a cooperative learning where they work together and then they help from each other, they help through that process. Inquiry based learning. Learning begins with questions rather than answers. Teacher asks, why do some animals live in water? Students discuss, research, observe pictures, and present ideas. Multi-sensory learning. Students learn using more than one sense, seeing, hearing, speaking, touching, and moving. To teach the word apple, see a picture, say apple, touch a real apple, smell it, draw it, write the word. These strategies work best when they used together. A good teacher chooses the right strategy for the right moment and creates a happy, safe, and engaging classroom where every child can learn and grow.